Hey everybody, good evening. Prepper Nurse One here, and Hella just perked up like what? I hope everybody's doing well. She's probably over there going, he's talking to himself again. Oh, too funny. Okay, let me get the microphone where it needs to be. When I don't have it, when I don't use it, it's behind the laptop. So also I just realized that it's not in front of me again. So anyway, uh, so here we are. It is Friday. I hope everybody is doing well. Uh, had some more rain again today. It's been a rainy. I've been told that it usually doesn't rain this time of year like it has been raining down here. So we're definitely getting more rain than we normally would. So I mean, what are you going to do? It happens. You got to deal with it. So, but anyway, all right. Well, so before we remind everybody that this is a very family-friendly oriented channel, I would ask you all to please be decent in the chat. No racism, no nastiness, and be decent to each other, and we will go from there. Climate changes. Don't get me started, Jay. Oh my! I just we're gonna get into that in a second too. Um, but anyway, I'll give you more good examples of how the planet goes through cycles too, if you would like. I mean, I have no problem with that. So, all the wackaloon green people that think that they're making a difference. I'll give you one example. Well, give me just 1 second. I'm going to give you an example of something. So anyway, um, again, family friendly, be decent. Let's have a good chat. If you can't abide by those easy, simple rules, those awesome people in blue will boot you out of here because we're not going to have it. So I want everybody to just be respectful and we'll go from there. So let's talk about the green wackaloons and how, oh my God, they're saving the planet, right? Greta Thunberg, right? Oh my God, she's making a difference, right? Poor her. Oh, it's so terrible. So, yes, Prep Rebel. I actually stopped yesterday after hours, and it said that there was a package for me. So I'm not sure I'm going to be able to get it tomorrow, but I will. I will. I will get probably Monday. I'll get down there and I will grab that. Okay. So uh, anyway, so that's part of that. So all right. So let's talk about the green people. They're saving the and stuff like that. So here's a weird concept. Weird concept. And tell me, I don't know, I might be crazy. I don't know what I'm talking about. So we have 350 million people in the United States, right? We have 350 million. Um, if we go completely green and do everything that they say that we do, that will make a big difference in your guys' eyes, correct? Right? Not well, supposedly. But here's the beauty. This breaks it down in 2 seconds. India and China, who are first and second in world population, they don't follow the rules. They don't have to follow the rules. You know how China is generating their power right now? You know how China's generating power? China's burning coal. A little choppy. I don't know what's causing it, guys. I apologize. When like I said, we've had more rain here, but yeah, China's burning coal. So that's how they're generating power right now. China is going through some serious droughts of their own over there. Again, a lot of issues. I want you to think about something, and this is not a prediction. This is not me for saying this is going to happen and why. Okay. But China's got a whole lot more people than we do. And if they can't feed their people, they're going to have to do something about it. What is good? And I'm going to ask this because, what is good for the economy? Any economy, our economy, China's economy, Russia's economy. What's good for the economy? And I wish they would stop screwing with me. I really wish they would. So somebody's saying I'm buffering pretty bad. Yeah, Mountain Man, war. War is great for the economy. And it serves the purpose of what they want. So, if China gets too bad into what they're dealing with, they're going to go to war. because you have to expand. You have to have new territory. You got to have more fertile ground to grow. And the way you get that, that's how it goes. Meanwhile, Japan is encouraging their young generation to drink more beer to boost their economy. Are you? I think you're serious on that, which is crazy if that's the case, JJ. That's craziness. So, yeah, unbelievable. So, but anyway, true story. Okay, no, I didn't say, because I know you like to joke too, so I didn't know if you were just busting chops or being serious. Uh, yeah, coal is dirty, but great heat. You're right, Patty. It absolutely is. But the thing is, why do we, the United States of America, have to get locked into this, thing where if you are using more than you should, they're going to probably fine you or tax you or whatever the case may be. But it's okay for China, it's okay for India, where they got one, or what is it, 1.4 and 1.2 billion respectively. So they got what, 2.6 billion people between the two countries, and they can just do whatever they want, and that's perfectly fine. Does that make any sense to you? And we have what, 340 million people here in the United States? You know, if you don't feed your people, the people will try to overthrow the government. You're right about that, Jay. You are absolutely right about that. So, you know, but yeah, somebody's talking about harp. Hope is talking about harp. It wouldn't surprise me if that's part of what's happening. It really wouldn't, because you, with the technology started in the 40s with cloud seeding, all these years later, probably got it down pretty good, don't you think? They probably got it down pretty good. So, but so I actually do want to get into the topic and what's on, like with the droughts we have in the United States now. You have and I could give you the percentages and the numbers, and I did look them up, but I said, you know what, percentages don't mean anything. But what does mean something is when you have farmers are plowing under fields because they realize they can't harvest those fields. When you don't have enough water and you've had to let some fields go to seed that you normally would plant. An example, here's an example. California produces 80% of the almonds in the world. 80%. Almond trees take a ton of water, a ton of water. So if they don't have the water to be able to feed those trees, there's a lot of trees that they're letting go and letting them die. So that it will affect almond harvest, being able to get those out there, especially, like I said, again, when you have one area that's producing 80% of that, it's a big thing. And if they can't do that, so they're letting trees go ahead and die because they can't water all the trees. So what happens when you do that? So you're probably gonna keep your more mature trees, right, and let the younger ones go, because you're down the road to redo that. So there's a huge, huge problem. So where they get a ton of water, even though it's called the Sunshine State. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Okay, it's back. Can you guys hear me? Guys, can you hear me okay in the chat? Because it does say I'm back. Can you hear me? Okay, you guys can. Okay, you're back. Yeah, because it was doing that connection thing again. And again, that could be the weather. We've had a lot of rain down here. We had a rainstorm come through earlier today, and it was coming down. So there's more rain in the forecast. So what are you going to do? So all right, well, good. I'm glad I'm back here, because I was like, you got to be kidding me. They're gonna kill me already. You have a lot of cattle farmers are selling their cattle way before they normally would, because they don't have the water, they don't have the feed to feed those animals. So that affects everything. When you have breeding cows that you're not able to breed because of the weather, that's going to cause problems down the road. So it's not like we had a drought this year, right? We had a drought this year, and the next year everything's fine and it's all back to normal. It doesn't work like that. It does not work like that. you know. So yeah, oh yeah, my rain catchment, and yeah, I'm it's everything's filling up very nicely, to be honest with you. So, and so those of you that say, well, you haven't done anything, you know, in the last 4 or 5 days, once again, just to be clear, not that I need to explain myself to anybody, I have been fighting with poison ivy. So it has not been a whole lot of fun. I think I'm finally starting to get ahead of it. And I will tell you what, you know what, it made huge, huge difference. There's a list of 10 things that you can use to help with poison ivy, right? Poison ivy, poison oak, same thing. There's a list of 10 things that you can use on that that helps it. And one of them was oatmeal, believe it or not. And I'm like, hey, I'm game. I've been using, you know, rubbing alcohol and calamine lotion. And, you know, it is, I mean, waking up in the middle of the night, just scratch, you know, not scratching it, but feeling like I want to scratch it because it's driving me nuts that bad. Um, Taking oatmeal, I put oatmeal in a bowl, put some water in there, let it soak for a while, and then you take the liquid and you rub it on your poison ivy. And man, what a freaking difference that makes. Unbelievable, like night and day. Um, and so I'm hoping that I'm getting ahead of this. I think that I am. I got one spot that's still pretty bad, but you know, it just it's going to take some time, and it'll get there, and it'll get cleared up. But so far, it's not been a whole lot of fun. So I have not done a whole lot. Um, I haven't even cut the grass. It's just not, like I said, it's just not been fun at all. But hopefully, a few more days, and I can get ahead of this. And yeah, apple cider vinegar was another one that they talked about. They talked about, oh my God, there was several different things that they said that you can use. And I will tell you this: this is the worst case of poison ivy that I've had since I was a kid. So you know that's the problem too. And it's like I'm like, oh my God. And again, normally I'm always wearing pants, and because it had been warm, I had some shorts on for a few days, and Hella going off into the woods and doing her thing comes back, got the oils on her fur, and that was it. Yeah, no more shorts. I'm going to stick with pants. I can tell you that. Yeah, moving forward, you know what I will be doing. So that's why I have not done. Yeah, it's a pain and it's a drain on your energy. Exactly. It is just not, well, when you can't sleep, when you go to sleep and you sleep for like 2 hours or 3 hours, and then you wake up, and then you got to reapply all the stuff again to try to you know, make it stop itching. It's not fun. So, but you know, like I said, we're dealing with it, and we're going to get there. We're getting ahead of it, hopefully. So, but yep. So, yeah, I actually wore shorts, JJ, just around, you know, like not going out anywhere in shorts. But yeah, speedos ruled out, Lynn. Sorry. Otherwise, I have it all over my butt cheeks and stuff too. That would not be fun. And I got it on like a couple of my fingers here. So I have actually what's on my those two fingers right here is like it's the oatmeal liquid, if you will, and it's just amazing. Have you tried orange degreaser from Instant Scrub? It will blast the blisters. Oh, my blisters are like on my upper thigh that I have it. Uh, every time I take the stuff off, it starts just weeping, and so you know. But yeah, it's just like I said, it has not been fun, and so I'm not getting great sleep on top of that, which also sucks. So that's why I got like the bags under my eyes. So I'll be real happy when I get ahead of this. I'll tell you what, honestly, and it may sound, you may think that I'm nuts when I say this. Can't wait for the first freeze comes and all that crap dies off, and there's, you know, I'm not, the bugs really don't bother me that bad. I deal with the bugs. The bugs I don't care about. When that first freeze comes, that'll kill off all the ivy and everything, and you know, then I can get stuff done. I don't mind if it's cold. You know, that doesn't bother me. You know, it's the when it's sub-zero, that's when it sucks. So uh, yeah, so that's it. Anyway, getting back to the farm, happening in these farms where we're not, getting the crops in and letting them go to seed because, it just makes it difficult. Here we go again. Oh, okay, it says I'm back again. Am I back? Yeah, the stream is definitely acting up. And it could be solar flares too. I know that there's some issues right now. Am I back? We're back again. Now we're working. Okay. It's just I keep getting this spotty stuff on here because of, it's got to be, like I said, the weather's got to be affecting the solar flares that are going on right now. Definitely are affecting things as well. So never left, just very choppy because on my end it was saying disconnected. So all right, what do we got? 321 in the chat. We're at 132 on a thumbs up. If you've not shot a thumbs up yet, guys, please do so to show support for the channel. I would appreciate it if you do it. Also, it really does make a big difference with the algorithms. So the more interaction that we have, it's going to be better for the channel. So I thank you for that reason as well. So yeah, IRS secret police monitoring me. Well, they'll be very disappointed. So, but yeah, it's just it has not been fun. I've just been dealing with this, and so it doesn't make me real super motivated to put a pair of pants on, go out and have it rubbing on my legs when they're already in pain to start with. So not a good time, but we'll get through it, and hopefully then I can get back, because there's a lot of things that I do want to get going on. There's a few things that a few projects that I want to work on, and the weather is starting to cool off, which is not bad either. So, but anyway, so that happens. What are you going to do? She gives a pause up for folks. Well, that's nice, John. I'm glad she's giving a pause up. So right. Yep. Randy Romine said, then you have to wash those pants before you wear them again, or you'll get reinfect you. Yep. Exactly. Yeah. It's just the whole situation has just not been fun. I don't have it's not the cable connections, guys. It's not the cable connections. My boys were building a fort and chewed the vine. Poison ivy, had to get shots. Yeah, that's probably no fun. Yeah. So well, and so here's something else to think about too. Let's talk about poison ivy. Let's talk about SHTF in dealing with poison ivy. What do you do then? Realistically, what do you do then? You're not going to the store to get any more supplies. I'll tell you what, and I'm one of the ones that I always think ahead. So I already got my calamine lotion, right? You know how many bottles of calamine lotion I have? Because of course I know I get poison ivy, and I figure other people will probably get poison ivy as well. I probably got 12 bottles of calamine lotion sitting around. Most of them are up in New York. I think I may only have the one down here. So I will definitely be doing that. Rubbing alcohol. I got a bunch of rubbing alcohol as well. So yeah, not many now. That's funny, Robert. But yeah, it's just like I said, it's just jewelweed was another one that they were talking about. Yep, that you can use jewelweed. Will help. So yeah, oatmeal is cheaper than lotion, and it's amazing. I rubbed the oatmeal on me and stuff like that. What a difference it was like. It was literally like night and day. So I'm messing with my leg right now because I actually took, so what I do is I put the liquid on, and then the one spot where it's really bad, I'll show you. Okay, I will show you. And this is what I've been dealing with. All right, not pretty, but hold on, let me see. There we go. So this spot here is a weeping spot, okay? So what I'm doing is I put the oatmeal on there directly. I'm sure you all wanted to see that, right? But so I put the oatmeal on there directly, and it really, really helps. But that's a good size area, so you understand what I'm doing. So it has not been fun. It has not been fun at all. So it is painful. Like I said, it's not a good time. Trying to get through it, and we'll get there. Zombie skin disease. Yeah, brain eating amoeba that starts out in your leg, right? I don't know. There was just another. I don't know if you can get out there or not. There was a young a child that I don't know where they were swimming, but got one of those brain eating amoebas and it killed him. So, Yogi said, "Why do I always have to be eating when I see stuff like that?" Well, you don't. You shouldn't be eating in a live stream. Hey, I got some oatmeal if you want some. No, joking, joking. That's gross. Uh, I'm sure there's a fetish out there for that though. Nasty. So, but yeah, the oatmeal it unbelievably it helps. It absolutely helps. But anyway, so yeah, that's too funny. I've had poison oak and ivy, and a few times in my life. I really feel for you, Ed. No fun at all. Yeah, it's just like I said. It hasn't. I hadn't had poison ivy in years, years and years and years. And what are you gonna do? So, but yeah, I'm moving forward. If it's summertime, I will not be not wearing pants anymore. I will always have pants on. And if I'm in the house, I'm not going to be wearing shorts. I'll put on like sweatpants. So if she goes off into the woods and then rubs up against me, then oh hell is fine. Are you kidding me? She's no worries for her. She don't care. The kid with the brain eating amoeba was in Nebraska. Yes, Okie Forge. Yep, that's what I saw that. And I don't know how that happened, how he got it, but that's like I said, that's not the first time that's happened. So, but dogs do not react to poison ivy, but can carry it on the fur and transfer it to you. Yep, and that's exactly what happened, because I was not out in the woods, not in shorts anyway. That's for sure. So, but like I said, it's just something I'm going to have to deal with, and we're going to go from there. So here's I want to ask you: do you guys have any questions you want to ask me? I wouldn't mind. I'll look in the chat here, and if you have some questions, I definitely would like to try to address things if I can for you guys. But I'll wait and see what you guys throw up there. Yeah, you know what they said? Jewelweed is in the same area as poison ivy. Yes, I did see that. Swimming in the lake is how they got it. I got you. Well, because I know the kid in Florida that got it all those years, it was a few years ago, was swimming in the ditches. So, did you see where a dog got monkeypox? I did, Jay. I did see that. Yep. Don't burn the ivy. Yes, yes, because if you burn poison ivy and it gets into your lungs, which is a nice, wet, warm area, yes, it can kill you. So, yes, I did know that. So, thank you for saying that, though. Yeah, you never burn poison ivy. Violet Barnes, why do you block people over certain comments or questions? You ask for feedback. Well, Violet, I already addressed that. So if you want to find the answer to that, go back into one of my other live streams and you will see the answer. Because I don't need to talk about that again because I've already discussed it. So I hope that answers your question. You'll have to go back. I believe it was in the last live stream. Go ahead back there and watch that. All right. So will you be getting an outdoor laundry setup for off-grid type and washing line? Just asking. Yeah, I would like to do that. I would like to do that, Anne. I think that would be easier. I'll tell you what, it's a freaking ridiculous drive and it's too long. And I would like to, I have clothesline, I have clothespins up here. And so, yeah, it's, you know, I can, you know, we can set something up. We can wash things up and set them out. The breeze that we have up here, it would take no time to ask or no time for that to do that. But are you thinking about getting an RV carport? Not anytime soon. To be honest with you, like I said, finances are not great right now, so that's really cut into what I'm able to do. So, you know, I have to be smart at this point. Do you have any Benadryl that helps with the itch and will help you sleep? I do not have any Benadryl down here. I don't know, Heather. Not the oral kind. Nope. So, do you know how condescending you sound? That's why people make comments. Well, thank you, Violet. I'm glad that you got the sarcasm in my comment. Here's the thing, Violet. I will put it to you like this. And it's real simple. If you don't like what I'm doing on this channel, if you don't like what I have to say, go away. Subscribe. Go watch somebody else's channel. This is my channel. I do what I want on my channel, and that's it. You know, it's simple. I don't get the concept of why, if you don't like me and I sound condescending and all this type of stuff, why are you watching? It doesn't make any sense to me. So, hey, and Lockie, thank you very much for the donation. I do appreciate that. Can I have your Cheez-Its head? Oh, that's funny. That's funny. Deneen says, "Oh, at first live I've seen at your new place." Well, I've been doing them here for a while. Been doing them for a while. No, she's trying to get going, Jay, and it's not going to work. You know, that just say it like it is. If they don't like it, they don't like it. That's all right. So, oh, enough complaints and I won't have a channel. Whatever. I don't really care. You know what, Violet? I've had people telling me for years, years and years and years, how we're going to get you shut down. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. And I'm still here. So go ahead and unsubscribe. That's all I can say to you. If that makes you happy, go watch some. There's plenty of videos out there, Violet, of rainbows and unicorns that have a safe space that you can go to. Go ahead and watch those. If that's not condescending enough, I don't, you know, I don't know what to tell you. Start your own channel, Violet. Answer all the questions that everybody asked you, and that will be happy. Yeah, simple. It's simple solutions. You know what I mean? I don't know how much easier it can be than that. So that's all the time I'm going to take for Violet this evening, folks. And we are going to move on. So anyway, I guess I'll buy my own cheese. There you go. Karen says, "Dear Ed, please don't feed the trolls. They never leave." I know, it's amazing to me. I just think it's funny. I just think it's funny. They're going to try to, you know, I'm going to show him. Well, go ahead. Show me. Are you planning on getting chicken and animals in West Virginia? Yes, Lori. No, and I do not think Hella is pregnant because she should have been showing by now. So I do not think that she is pregnant. I don't. So, but anyway, I do want to get animals down here. I may have told you guys, so I will announce it again. I have a friend of mine that I have known 25 years. We were actually there was four of us living in a house. I'll tell you the story real quick how we met, and it's actually a very very funny story. So I was the two guys that I had moved into this house with. I had known them since they were like 15 years old. They're 4 years younger than me. So I had known them since they were 15, and they had a house and they had two other bedrooms in the house that they wanted to rent out. So you split the rent four ways. Awesome, right? So I came in and I'm like, yeah, I like this room. And they're like, well, this other guy came and looked at it. His name is Steve. and he's going to take that room. And I said, oh, okay. He goes, so we got this other room here. Is that okay? And I'm like, listen, I work all the time. I just want some place to crash. I don't care. The other room is fine. And they're like, are you sure? And I'm like, absolutely. So I had not met Steve at this point. So this one day, I had already moved in, and I'm sitting on a couch, and there's a knock on the door. And Steve will tell this story still because we laugh about it now. So I opened the door, and there's this guy standing there. Well, he goes to come in, and I stepped in front of him, and I go, "Can I help you?" And he goes, "Oh, I'm Steve," and I'm like, "Oh, okay, man, yeah, come on in." I didn't know who he was. I didn't know who he was at all. So he always talks about. He goes, "Here you are. You're blocking the door, not letting me in here." And he says, "I didn't know." We're 9 days difference in age. I'm 9 days older than my buddy Steve, and we hit it off immediately, just immediately, and we have been friends ever since. He was actually my best man when I married the kid's mom. So that's how highly of him that I think. I mean, and that's how many years ago was that now? 20, 20 years ago. Anyway, so he had moved from New York. He was working for Wegmans. Went from New York to Jersey. Then from Jersey he went to Maryland, and so he's been living in Maryland for a very, very long time. And so what ended up happening was uh, I had for years had been saying, come back to New York, build something on my property, hang out here, and because we just get along so well. And don't get me wrong, we got our times that we disagree on things, and I would like to choke him, and he would like to choke me. But at the end of any conversation, we've always gotten along really well. So anyway, we agree to disagree. That because we act like adults, which is a weird concept in today's society. But we're of a generation where we can have a discussion where we don't agree, and at the end of the conversation, we can still be friends. So it's weird how that works, right? But anyway, so he kept saying, I'm not moving back to New York. There's just no way I'm moving back to New York. So when I got the property here, I had said to him, dude, that offer is still open. If you want to come down here and live down here, I said, you're more than welcome at any point in time. Just let me know. Well, his roommate that he has now in Maryland, she is moving back to New York. And so, we had talked, and he said, is that offer still open? And I said, absolutely, and so he will be here soon. I will tell you that. I won't tell you exactly when, but, he does not want to be on video, but I will let you know when he gets here. So when he does get here and he moves here, then once I build a chicken coop down here, then we can look at possibly getting chickens again to start with. I would like to have chickens, goats. I want rabbits as well, but I need to have somebody here full time, to be able to take care of the animals if I'm heading back to New York. So with him living here full time, when I go to New York, he will be able to be here. And so that's, like a bonus. So his name shall be Caretaker. But no, it's just really happy to have him here, and then having an extra pair of hands to do a project makes all the difference in the world. If you do things by yourself all the time, it does suck after a while. I'm going to tell you that right now. So, that's just kind of, that's kind of how it's going to go. But maybe Steve can put in buildings and that helping out. He's obviously, he's going to probably get something either built, or he's going to probably buy one of the smaller buildings to start out with. He can always plan from there. You know what I mean? Right now, the priority realistically is before it gets too cold and before the snow flies, is if we get a building in there for him. And I said, two priorities with getting a building is going to be insulating it and getting a wood stove in. I want to do the same thing with Eric's Big Blue House. That will be happening as well. So once we get into really cold weather, I probably will be sleeping in the Blue House with Hella. We'll go down there because it's just going to be a better, easier to keep warm. Keeping this camper warm with propane is going to be tough. That's not going to be an easy thing. And so, we'll work it out. We'll get through the winter. We'll do what we got to do. But and like I said, I watched what the winter did down here last year, and compared to New York, it was absolutely a joke. It was absolutely a joke. So, uh, you know, it definitely will not be whatever the winter is in New York. It's not going to be that bad down here. Where that, you know, but that's no. Steve won't be mowing the grass. Steve won't be mowing. I like mowing the grass. I don't know why people have um such a hang up. Now, and I know a lot of you don't. You could care less. But I don't get what the hang up is about me cutting my freaking grass. It doesn't make any sense to me. It really doesn't. So last year was La Nina, a milder winter. Yeah, you know what? And every year's different. And I get minds. Will be is you know, we'll get ready. We'll get ready. We'll, if the two of us, Blues, that's right, Jay. That's right, yeah. Well, Blues, Eric in the Big Blue House comes from Bear in the Big Blue House. That's not Blues Clues. Steve was Blues Clues. That was the guy from Blues Clues. But Bear in the Big Blue House was a different show. And so that's why I've called Eric's Blue House. And he hates the color. Eric hates the color. So, but no, as we get going with stuff and get things going, it's just it's gonna like listen, and I said it right from the beginning when we started, down here. It's going to take time. This is not going to happen overnight. And I also said I do not plan on ever spending another winter in New York. So there's that, you know. And I'm going to continue to do what I'm doing, and we'll work on things we can. And if there's money available, we'll do, things. I might go back to work part time. If I go back to work part time, that's going to help with things down here. I don't have a problem. You know what I mean? Yeah, go at your own pace, brother. And that's exactly what I'm going to do, JJ. I'm not doing this for, I'm the reality is I'm showing things are not easy. When you're doing this, when you're living a certain lifestyle, when you have plans to whatever you're doing, it takes time. It doesn't happen overnight. That's how it goes. That's reality, you know. But but as far as like cutting the grass goes, I enjoy that. I can cut the whole place in one day, and still have time to do something else if I want to. Now I'll be honest with you. After I've been on that riding lawnmower for about 4 hours, I'm pretty much like, okay, I'm done with this. you know. So, but like I said, it's not that big of a deal. It really isn't. So, but we're just gonna keep, banging along and doing what we can do. Ed, when do you get a stock of wood there in West Virginia? All right, Randy Romines, I will tell you this. I have a tremendous amount of standing dead, just off of the wood line here, like just into the woods. So, Prep Rebel Ed, how is the rain catchment system going? I have not put that other piece on yet, Prep Rebel, and the reason I mentioned it a little bit earlier, I've been dealing with poison ivy, so it has not been fun, and I'm trying to get through that, to be honest with you, at the moment, before I get back into working on projects. But I do have the other gutter, and I will, we'll go from there. So, but yeah, I'm gonna get in wood. I'm gonna be getting wood stocked up. We're gonna be, working on getting that done as well. Like I said, once my buddy Steve is here, realistically, take an afternoon, go out, cut down some trees, pull them up with the four-wheeler, get them up into the lower meadow here, and then it's just a matter of bucking them up. You know what I mean? Actually, JJ, with the standing dead, no, it's not. It doesn't need to be dried out. If it's standing dead, it's really, really dry and it burns really, really well. So, we're gonna, like I said, we're just gonna work on what we can. And have you seen any lots in your area available for purchase? I honestly have not. Haven't been out very much, to be honest with you. I have met with some new prospective members, and those visits went really, really well. But I have calamine lotion, Mary Lap. Yep, actually, it's right here. So using that, rubbing alcohol, and I just started using 2 days ago. I started using oatmeal as well, and the oatmeal has worked absolutely fantastic. So yeah, I think I probably mowing. I probably have about 8 acres of open area that I have to mow, and I'm still working behind the graveyard, working that back slow and steady. RV source, you might need a wood splitter soon. Well, I actually have my wood splitter in New York, to be honest with you, but I've always enjoyed splitting wood by hand. So you know, but yeah, so that's I I've had the wood splitter and it works great, but I really hardly ever use it. Once I healed up from my surgery, I went back to splitting wood by hand if I need to. You got to remember too, in New York, we just bought wood. It's way easier just to go ahead and buy face cords of wood. I'll be honest with you. But I have so much wood down here in the woods standing dead. There's no reason for me not to harvest that, and that's what we're gonna end up doing. I have time yet. I do have time, so we will. There's a couple other things that need to be, taken care of, and we will do that. But seems like a silly question, but what happens when the rain catchment system once it gets below freezing temperatures? It'll freeze the water in there solid, is what it'll end up doing. Yeah. So I may put like a thermal mass around that tank back there to try to help. So I'm not sure exactly how we're going to deal with that yet, but we will figure everything out. We will figure everything out. But like I said, it's weird, and I know it sounds cliche, but everything comes together. It always has, and it always will. We will, you know, but we'll get things done, and I'm not really worried about it. I mean, that sounds nuts, I know, but it's just always things come together. Things come together, and we're working on some projects. Some, like I said, I'm not showing. Uh, okay, I wanted to address this, and thank you for saying that. Hey, Ed, where's mom living now? Okay, I wanted to address this because, again, trolls, of course. They were like, oh yeah, now mom's in a nursing home. My mom is not in a nursing home. My mother and sister had a falling out. Okay, and they don't get along very well. It happens when you put two women very close together in close proximity. There's going to be issues, right? That's just a reality, especially mother and daughter. So they were having issues. So mom decided to move out. She moved into a senior high rise. My niece lives in the town, which is Batavia, New York, and so she's right there to be able to help mom out with whatever mom needs. So mom is in good health. She's doing well, and she's not in a nursing home. I would not put my mother in a nursing home. I've talked about nursing homes, folks. I talked about what they're like. The only time mom would ever go into a nursing home is if she had Alzheimer's dementia, because I couldn't babysit her 24 hours a day. That would be the only reason mom would ever go into a nursing home. So mom is not in a nursing home. So I hope that is as clear as I can possibly make it. She's doing well. We talk often. She still says that if I get something built down here, that she would like to come down here. Obviously, things have not gone as planned. It happens. What are you going to do? Did I know that YouTube would play the games that they're playing? No. So, it is what it is. So, yeah, mom still has all her wits about her. She sure does. Just as sharp as ever, good sense of humor. So, you know, thank you, Bunny Girl 1712. She goes, not anyone's business anyway. But again, Bunny Girl, you know what the problem is? Trolls are going to go make up rumors. They're going to say this. They're going to say that. They're going to say the other thing. And what I'm just going to do is dispel any nonsense and just tell the truth like it is. Um, you know, what are you going to do? You know, it happens. So, but oh, actually, you know what? Crap. I got to get an egg count, guys. Hold on a second. It's almost time. Let's see. Okay. My girl's on top. She already texted me. Tell you what, Heather's the best, guys. Anybody could only hope to have a daughter like that. Only so, but she's amazing. I'm very blessed to call her father. So, all right. Hold on a second. Oh, a second. Oh, that's too funny. All right. So, all right. Egg count. Let's go ahead. I'm going to start looking now. I have not looked. And how many, yes or no for thick neck? All right. Give you guys a minute. So, egg count and yes or no. Giving you guys a minute. There was one right answer that I saw, but I can't pronounce the name. So, too funny. All right, I'm going to go back up here and I'm going to try to pronounce this name. Let me see if I can find this again. Hold on. Oh, actually, we got somebody else was sooner. Okay, I'll use that one. Easier. Donna Hoffman. If you have the same exact guess as Donna Hoffman, see how much easier name. The other one was weird part in the front, and then Steve in this part of it. 5 eggs, and yes, thick neck today. So, but yeah, the other name. I'm sorry, I don't know what the first part of it was. Yes, and Angela, that's correct. Congratulations, Donna. You've won absolutely nothing. So there we are. Now, a bunch of you had 5 eggs and no, but that was not the correct answer. But how many chickens do I have laying right now? The older hens, I don't know how many of them are even still laying, to be honest with you. So not 100% sure. I'm right now. I have 1 rooster, and I have how many hens? I think 15 hens altogether. But thick neck has been, well, she didn't lay yesterday, and we ended up having 8 eggs yesterday, which was not a day that we did the egg count. But there was 8 eggs yesterday, and thick neck did not lay yesterday. So we still got probably, I think the most eggs we got this year was 12 or 13 out of 15 hens. And but it's not, the norm is generally between anywhere from like 5 to 8 is the norm. But I had 2 dead chickens this morning. Mind you, I've had them over 8 years or 6 years. Yeah, and you know what? That's a good run for a chicken, to be honest with you. So that's a good run for a chicken. Yeah, I got some of my Rhode Island Reds that I have were given to Patty and John, and then Patty and John gave me, I think they gave me 6 or 7 of them. And of those hens, I know at least 3 of them have died. And so I'm just figuring the other 3 are probably really not laying anymore. And like I said, I don't care. I'm going to give them a good life and let them die in peace. And if they just drop dead, then we give them the brown bag treatment and they go in the trash. So Shasta says, cell phone is dying, got to go, take care. Well, you have a good night, and glad you were able to join us as long as you did. So, yes, Frederick Nolan. Joe from St. Bernard Acres, probably at some point in September. I think he's trying to get his van finished first. And, he is. Are we never talking to Pam anymore? I'm very triggered. Oh my God, that's too funny. Nope, not talking to Pam. No, you're fine, Pam. Um, yeah, so Joe is going to be coming down for a visit at some point, and so we're still coordinating that, and we'll go from there. So, and next month, and just not that it's anybody's business, but Angry Prepper Jason will be coming back down next month. So, how does the waterfall look at? I haven't been down there since I did the last video. It is a chore. It's not that hard to get down to the waterfall, but getting the waterfall is not an easy task. So I just, I don't go down there all the time. Lana says I like Angry Prepper too. I'll tell you what, Jason is real. He is a real human being. He's very down to earth. He's not doesn't think he's all that, and he's just a decent guy, and he's what he. I'll tell you what Jason is. Okay, and this is the kind of people that I respect. And I'm going to swear here for a minute. So if you don't like swearing, please don't take offense to this or cover your ears for a second. Jason is a no shit guy. Okay, straight up. Straight up tells you just like it is, doesn't sugarcoat anything, and I respect that because I am the same way. I say it like it is. If you don't like it, that's not my problem. That's your problem. Period. Yeah, Jason is very colorful with the language, but that's his choice. And but here's a good question: will you be teaching all your members first aid and CPR? We're planning on doing a lot of training, yes, and including CPR first, Heimlich maneuver. Those are some of the things that we will be working on. There's other things you know, there's other things that we're going to be doing as far as training goes as well. And, so there's a lot of things going on. Do you think you'll be able to use a waterfall as a water source? Probably not. Just because it's pretty far down into it's like way down. But yeah, Jason tells it like it is, and he doesn't mince words, and I respect that. You don't see. Here's the thing: is it's funny. It's like with me, and then Jason. You don't have to wonder where we stand on a topic, because all you got to do is ask us, and we'll tell you. And like I said, I respect that. I always have. I just think that that's the way people should be, instead of liars and sugarcoating things and uh, being deceitful. Here's the thing I want you to understand too. Okay, one of the things that I prefer with people. Okay, one of the things I prefer with people, say it like it is. If you hurt my feelings, don't worry about it. It's I'll deal with it. But don't lie to me. Because if you lie to me, that's it. Trust is gone. Because if you're going to lie about small things, you're going to lie about everything. And so I have zero respect for people that lie. And I'm not going to have that down here. And if I catch somebody lying about things, um, in all honesty, we will have a meeting, and most likely they're going to be gone, because you can't trust those type of people. There is no trust for people that are going to lie, because if they'll lie straight to your face, again, about small things, what else are they lying about? And that's just where I am at, So I've always been, I'm straight up. If there's something that I don't want to tell you, I'm just going to tell you. I'm not talking about that, or I'm not talking about this. Period. So but And what was the name you couldn't pronounce? Yours. Your name. See, the first part of that, I'm not even sure what that is. CRITRLVR. How the heck do you say that? So it was your name. I couldn't say it. I'm sorry. I did see you first, but I could not pronounce that name. So you are like the co-winner. How about that? Is it Critter Lover? Critter Lover, Jesse. Okay. I didn't get that. I just see this jumble of letters together, and I was like, what is that? So, okay, Critter Lover Jesse. So, but yes, you were also correct. So I apologize. I had no idea. I'm looking at that. What is that? So, okay, Critter Lover, I got you. You're confusing me. I'm old. What do you want me to do? I apologize. Goodness gracious. But what was the, there you go. Okay. Yeah, so you did have it right. Can that nuclear power plant you claim blow up, and will it kill billions of people if it does? No, it will not kill billions of people, Hope. It won't affect anybody over here at all. If you guys remember Chernobyl, which was in Russia, what they did with Chernobyl, they cut off the area and not let people in there because of the radiation being so high. They monitor it. They keep people out of there, even though some people will still sneak in anyway. Because they want to see what it's like. But, it ruined the wildlife and all those type of stuff in that area. So that's what, that's what happens. So, but yeah, so yeah, we have, if that nuclear power plant goes bad, it'll be the same thing. It's not going to affect us here. It'll affect them over there in a certain radius. So energy prices are hurting people in Europe, and we are preparing for a dark winter. I think that is a very smart thing to do. The more prepared you are, the better off you're going to be. I believe that fuel prices for heating oil, propane, and all that is going to go through the freaking roof even more than it is now, because they're going to come up with some crap that, whatever they come up with, and they're going to drive the prices up. That's what they do. That's what they want to do, and that's going to hurt the average American citizen, and that's a fact. There's no denying that. So, but yeah, it's just I'm telling you what, guys, I can't reiterate enough. Prepare for the worst and hope for the best. Ed, Chernobyl was in northern Ukraine. Okay, but it was owned by Russia at the time when that happened. It was owned by Russia at the time when that happened. So, but again, prepare for the worst and hope for the best. That's always been my philosophy, because we just, you never know. You never know. Rent's going through the roof, heat's included. Yeah, yeah. And it's just, I know that a lot of places that rent has gotten so bad that people can't afford it. They just can't afford it. So what are you supposed to do? Not everybody can move to California and live in decent temperatures, even if you're living on the street. And that's a dangerous place to be too, to be honest with you. If you're living on the street and you got all the junkies and druggies and, drunks, and then you have people that prey on the homeless, so it's just not a good situation at all. Not a good situation at all. And I'm going to tell you what, and if you think about it again, we can go back to, 2 years of people not paying rent, or and I'll give you another example of that. Okay, I talked to Patty and John. I've talked about Patty and John a lot. Just the most outstanding people that you could possibly know. And I want you to take this to home, because like I've had a lot of people go, oh well, landlords are slumlords and blah blah blah, and screw them and blah blah blah. Right? Okay. Here's an older couple that are supplementing their income by, they own this home, they work their whole lives, they own this other home, and they rent it out for 2 years. 2 years. These people have lived in that house and have not paid 1 cent of rent. But guess what happened in that 2 years? Taxes come due every year. So they've had to maintain the house. They've had to continue to pay taxes on a house. So now that's coming out of money that they don't have, you know. Ed, do you think that the upcoming November election make a difference in our gas or economy? Not this election so much, because it is the Biden administration is in charge for at least 2 more years after November. And unless we get a different administration in there that has a different idea of what we need to do as far as energy goes, it's not going to make any difference yet, to be honest with you. Uh, People say, oh, well, you can't blame Biden for the gas prices. Well, it's Biden's policies that is a direct effect of what is going on with our gas prices. That is a fact. His whole green crap and all that other nonsense, shutting down the pipeline that was being built that would bring oil into the country from Canada, which helps the Canadian people as much as it helps the American people. You know, all those things make a difference. So the policies of the whatever administration that is in there definitely affects things. How come you think in the 4 years that Trump was in, gas was so cheap? Because he said, get drilling, get it going. We were energy independent under Trump. Like him or not like him, that's a fact. Okay? That's a fact. Biden has now put us back to being dependent on foreign oil. That is also a fact because of his policies. So, like him or love him, hate him or whatever, just that's just the truth. So, but anyway, going back to talking about Patty and John, and we're going to be doing shout outs here in just a minute. So, these poor folks finally were able to now start eviction notice on these people. Finally, start getting eviction notices after 2 years of living there for absolutely nothing. So, in my opinion, people like that do that to people, if they get tossed out because they haven't paid rent in 2 years, then hey, voice of the people, hey brother, long time no talk. Yeah, where have you been? Where have you been? Um, Glad you're here and nice to see you. But again, you know, people like that, I don't care where they go when they get kicked out. It's not my problem. When they take advantage of people in people's kindness, that is wrong. That is absolutely wrong. What? What? Are you being naughty? No, you're a good girl. All right, we're gonna do down. Relax. I know. I'm almost done. I'm almost done, and I'll take you outside. I promise. I don't. I'm not gonna argue with you. Hey, hold on. I'm trying. Get down. Oh, I know it's terrible. It's worse than a child. I swear to you, worse than having a 5-year-old running around the house. That's what having a dog is. Yeah, I know. I know. You're a good girl. All right. All right. So we're gonna do some shout outs right now. And she's so vocal too, which is absolutely freaking hilarious. All right. So first we have Icky Can, up in Canada, a real good friend of mine, good guy. Please go and show him some support. You have Angry Prepper with Jason down in New York City. Also love Jason. You guys know that. I think he's a great guy. Alaska Prepper with Rudy. Really like Rudy as well. You just real good information with him. You have Alaska Granny as well. There is Sean James with the Sean James channel and all myself Alliance, 2 different channels, same guy. I actually love what he's doing. Watching him build, he's just got the roof on his cabin, and or the framing for the roof, and now he's talking. I watched his video today, and he said he'll definitely have it dried in before winter comes, so that's good, and then he can work on the inside. Also, we have short preparedness up in Canada. There is Corporal's Corner. You have Bjorn Hansen, 80K Man, who was in the Adirondacks. Bizza who does the Carrington Chronicles. Exactly, another good guy. Marfugal News with Adam and Dax out on the West Coast. Love Adam and Dax as well. They're really good people. You have Magic Prepper. There's Wrangle Star with Cody, another really good channel. You have Red Poppy Ranch, Survival Lily, Kyle's Cabin up in Minnesota. Kyle and Sierra doing their thing up there. Really like what they're doing too. You Bush Radical and Girl in the Woods, husband and wife team, 2 different channels. And definitely check them out as well. They split their time between Minnesota and Alaska. Let's see, where was I? Green Greg's Southern Prepper One with the Boots on the Ground series, really interesting. Listening to that. You have St. Bernard Acres with Joe. You also have Doug and Stacy, another really good channel. Love what they're doing, and so they're awesome. Let's see, we have the Nomadic Movement down in Panama. Then you have the Green Dream Project out in Arizona. And so I watched a video of his recently, just the other day, and he rebuilt the box that he had had. He had used particle board before. And he was like, yeah, I meant to get to it before, and now it's just all rotting. Yeah, you think? Particle board? But he got it squared away and it looks good now, so hopefully he doesn't have that issue anymore. You also have Camping with Steve Wallace up in Canada. Another really cool dude, so watch him as well. Monkey Works, you have the Needy Homesteader. There is Boss of the Swamp. Diamond with the Oppenheimer Ranch Project. Love Diamond. I think he's an amazingly intelligent gentleman who gives out a lot of really good information. You have Petra with the Appalachian Homestead. There is City Prepper, Lumina Acres, Suspicious Observer. Really like his channel, by the way. You have Baron Dividend, The Uneducated Economist. There's Bushcraft Bear over at Canary Islands in La Palma. So I really like him as well. Gives all the updated earthquakes and the volcano going off and everything over there. That was really neat. Mary Greeley News. And she focuses on Yellowstone and basically saying they don't report as much as they should, and so she tries to hold them accountable. Adapt 2030, also have Malachi's Corner, Ice Age Farmer. There is Ryan Hall Y'all with the weather. Love Ryan Hall. Updates, really passionate about the weather. I think that's really, really cool. You have Russell Brand. Absolutely love Russell Brand. I think he's an amazing guy. He makes people think, and that's what I like about his channel. He definitely makes people think, and that's a good thing. Deep South Homestead. You have The Outsider, The Fit Farmer, Prepper Princess, Simple Life Reclaimed, Townsend's, The Prepared Mind out in California. You have Pinball Preparedness, who's in Tennessee, East Tennessee Preparedness, The Economic Ninja, and Little House Off Gritty. So those are the shout outs, and they are also in Tennessee. So give them some support, show them some love. I think that's important to do so. Also, and I'm not going to forget tonight, we have Heather with her Etsy account. So if JJ, if you would throw Heather's Etsy link up there, she does jewelry. She also does knitting, so she can make hats. She can make, cat hats, all those type of things. And so definitely go and check her out. She's a good kid, and it's, a good way to support her. So JJ is going to throw her link up here in a second if you would like to check that out. So, but anyway, so that is that. But I think it's important to be diversified. Look at different. We just talked about Heather, JJ. I've been telling you to put up her link. So there's Heather's link. But I think that it's important that we should look at different viewpoints. Different people around the country are going to look at different things differently. But I think that we could all probably agree on one thing: is being prepared is a very, very important thing. It's a very important aspect. The more we are, the better off we're going to be in the long run. So that is hugely, hugely important. So, but delay in the feed, is it? How weird is that? Could be the solar flares. I know we've had storms through here as well. So, yeah, I don't know. It's if we get disconnected, we're almost done. We got like 10 minutes to go. If we get disconnected, I'm not going to start again. But so it's unfortunate, but that's how it goes. You don't know if it's YouTube. You don't know if it's the weather. You don't know if it's solar flares. But Southern Prepper 1 gets reports from all over about troubles, no groceries, prices wrecked. Yes, that's what I was talking about. His boots on the ground series of people sending him in information from different parts of the country of how things are going there. Scary when you hear about that. It really is. There's a lot of issues that people are having, and we need to be as ready as we can be. The more we are ready to deal with whatever situation, the less we as individual preppers are going to suffer. And I think that that is important to try to stay on top of those type of things. All right. So remember, it just, the more prepared you are, the better off you're going to be. And there's no doubt about that. All right. So let us do, we are Legion because we are many. We are all over the country. We're all over the world. Where is everybody from tonight? So we have Philip from Melbourne, Australia. Day, everybody. Glad to have you here, Philip. Franklin County, Ohio. Nowhere, Oklahoma. Let's see. We have Kansas, Waterloo, New York, Fort Worth, Texas, Inverness, Florida with Clyde. We have Belgium is in the house. Very nice. Connecticut, St. Augustine, Florida, Florida, BC, Canada, Michigan, Trenton, Florida, Central Arizona, Greenlee County, Arizona, Las Vegas, Nevada, Central Iowa, Western New York, Arizona, North Carolina, Central Wisconsin. It kicked off us on here again. I will wait and see if this reconnects. Come on, come on, come on. Okay, I think we're back now. Okay, Bowdoin, West Virginia, Gatlin, Pennsylvania, Campbell, Missouri, Ozarks. We have Tucson, Arizona, Notre Dame, Indiana. Very nice. Denver, Colorado, West Virginia as well. Hope you guys are hearing me. Denver, Colorado. We have Wisconsin in the house. We have New Hampshire, Hale, Michigan, Eastern Tennessee, Carl Island in the UK. Very nice. Reno, Nevada, sizzling California. Yeah, you got a little heat out there. So I know it's like disconnected on us tonight, but we haven't been completely disconnected, so that's a good thing. I'm breaking up, but you do hear me. Okay, well, that's a good thing, I guess. So, but anyway, we are all over the country. We're all over the world. We're absolutely a huge, huge network of people. We're the ones that can make a difference now by trying to educate people, by trying to help people. And but we also are the ones that can make a huge difference and a huge contribution after an HFTF event. We're the ones that are going to be able to, help people to help themselves. And I think that that is important. Right now, what I want you guys to do is to help yourselves in the aspect of continuing to prep, continuing to get ready. Do not be victims. Don't put yourself in a situation where you're being victimized. You are talking and moving your lips. I think even heard hella cluck like a chicken. Oh my God, that's funny. That is too funny. I have North Carolina with Heather P. So, but again, we definitely can make a difference. Now, this is like the second stream in a row where we've had some major malfeasance, if you will. And I know that there's been a lot of solar flares coming off of the sun and stuff like that, so I know that that's been an issue as well. So, anyway, I know we got like a lot less people than normal. People are like, "Yep, not doing it. I'm out." Which but anyway, I want to thank my moderators who you can also send data via noise packets if you ever need to mass data transfer in a stream. Oh, okay. Ann says my internet has been like that too. Yeah, I mean there is a lot going on with the solar flares, but what are you going to do? You know what I mean? So, But I want to thank my moderators, like I said, who do a great job keeping the chat clean, keeping the trolls at bay, which is what we want. We want to have a chat and not have stupid interference. So appreciate, ladies and gentlemen, what you do for me. I appreciate all you guys being here, because without you guys being here, so I do appreciate that as well. So get healed soon, Ed, from the poison ivy. Thanks for tonight. Thank you very much. I appreciate it, man. Like I said, I'm just going to try to get through this, and then I can keep on getting on. And so, yeah, solar flares have been bad. They've been a lot of activity with the sun, and it definitely messes with everything. So, I mean, that could be it. I don't know, but we just got to keep trying to do what we're doing. That's what we can do. But anyway, so remember, guys, we are all in this together. We are one race called the human race. If we ever figure that one out, we would absolutely be in much, much better shape. We have to stop letting them divide us. They use race, religion, the vaxxed, the unvaxxed, political affiliation. These are all tools that are used to keep us fighting amongst each other, which is ridiculous. If we ever came together and tried to do the right thing, what we could accomplish would be amazing, absolutely amazing. But they don't want that. They want us to keep fighting so they can keep getting rich and we can continue to get poorer. That's the goal, I think, sometimes. So anyway, also remember to hug and kiss the ones that you love. Tell them every single day. Tomorrow is not guaranteed. We never know what's going to happen in life. So it's really, really important to tell the people that you care about every day how you feel. Last but not least, STD, step, thing, and day. One step at a time, one thing at a time, and one day at a time. Whatever you're trying to do, whatever you're trying to accomplish, you can do it. The only person that's going to stop you from reaching your goals is you. That's it, nobody else. Set realistic goals and then set about to making them happen. And that's it. Just keep working on that and you're going to be just fine. All right. I hope everybody has a great weekend. I hope everybody is safe. Keep doing what you can to be better prepared. It's going to be a bumpy ride, I believe. I hope I'm wrong. I'll be honest with you. I hope I'm completely wrong, and I'm hoping nothing ever happens, because then I can have this place be amazing. Give me 5 years, guys, and this place will be amazing. So, well, I will talk to you all later, and take Benadryl. I will try to pick some up, because I definitely am. It has not, like I said, it has not been fun. So, anyway, guys, be safe. I will see you all later. Have a great night. Have a great weekend. I will see you all tomorrow. Stay prep one out for now.